1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, we're ready, Annabella. Is this a performance? This is it. They just keep wants to do that one.
Okay.
This is a performance, though. This is the performance. This is the performance. This is not a rehearsal. I just think drums will come out a little bit, actually. You ready? Yes. You guys all ready? Yeah. Yep. Howdy do.
Taking it, Aphrodisiac. Don't you know, no, nothing, just relax. You hop, 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 go pit and pop. With an Aphrodisiac. Candy? How was that? Okay, can we do Candy now? Candy? Next
1,
song?
2, 1, 2.
Next song?
Mr. Director. In space somewhere.
Great! Yay!
Wow, great.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Ooh.
So it, moving on to I Want Candy. Right, what was that of it? Okay, all right.
Taking it, Aphrodisiac. Don't you know, no, nothing, just relax. Hop, 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 good bit of pop with an
was good. Yeah.
Did you get this flying out of my hair in that take? Yeah. Yes, thank you.
I'll have one too, please.
You can't use that one because my hair thing just fell out. My hair fell out. My hair fell out. Got to get a hairdresser. Got to get a hairdresser. He left before I arrived, apparently.
I know, I've got to get a hairdresser too.
Yeah. Okay, Candy. Cool. God, continuity.
All of us? Just the drums, or
Do you want?
all of us? Okay. Just thought we'd mess around a little bit more.
Did you wear it the last time?
Hey, Adrian, can you give me the tempo real quick? Huh? Give me the tempo real quick.
2, 1, 2. Thank you. That was good fun. He's really nice to interview with. Very natural. Okay.
How does this start, guys? With the drums.
Drum. Dang that hairpiece.
I made a lot of mistakes. I mean, they're very subtle, but
Yeah, I made one mistake. Okay.
Are we doing one more? Great, okay. Here we go. Let's get on the floor and get on down. Sorry. Just trying to... Okay, what? I don't know what I'm trying to do actually. That's one. Extra, extra. Yeah. Okay. And you better. Okay, are we ready? That's me.
It's Candy.
Okay. Was that okay? Wonderful. Wicked. Well done, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thank you so much. Then I should have
So
to
if
be
I-
carrying this just in case.
Is it full?
They want to do extra too. They want to do extra.
Okay. We get to the interview.
What's that?
You keep saying extra.
Extra.
That's right.
Extra. Read all about it. Yay!
This way?
Yeah. Karaoke,
All right.
styling.
Annabella?
Yes.
Sorry. Stay under the lights.
They want to use the X as the background.
He said to look over there, though.
Yeah, we look there.
Move over this way a little bit.
He's doing as I'm told.
We're just looking there and we're looking here.
No, we look here, but under the lights.
Under the lights. Okay.
So 1, 2, can you hear us?
TV since
Checking.
what,
1, 2.
Yeah, 1, 2. You've been doing TV things, right? Right from the start.
Sorry?
You guys have been doing TV things right
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. On and off.
from the start.
When it's required
Yeah.
and requested of us.
No, Richard Blade had his MB3 show.
Oh, he's
Adam,
great.
stand by.
He's wonderful.
You have speed in 3, 2.
Playing these songs again, even playing for how many years, right?
A few years.
25.
What's
Yeah.
it like still playing these
Hold
songs?
it
Love-
up. Oh, you guys gotta be quiet. We're doing the interview.
We good?
Getting
Okay,
tired.
well, there might be Adam's right next to 1. Do you want him next to 2? You gotta move over.
Need to hold my gut in.
What I don't want is
Stand,
this.
stand on this side.
All right.
I'm doing all these crunches every day. Stand here with my gut out.
Every little helps, I think.
Just sit under Mike and I'll go.
No, no, you're over here, Adam. You gotta be over here by this.
Well,
is
I'm
the
hearing two.
camera.
I'm hearing two different things.
He's got it now.
He's got it. Okay.
Sorry.
All right, are you guys okay with this shot? You see it?
Not
It's
now.
still off.
Go lower.
Did you get it?
Or you need to go. One needs to go lower. One needs to go.
Get the good
No,
side.
he's fitted.
He's sitting next to 1. So you want it by 2? Okay, there you go. Does that look okay for you?
Did you take it?
Who's got
Didn't
the
flash.
feet out?
How weird.
She's got the sensitive.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just keep looking at you.
Please.
All right.
I'm not gonna say that.
And
Once
Get
you
this side
rolling,
because I
it'll
got my
Okay.
cards in.
so I'll shut up on the first.
3. Here we go. We're starting over again. Quiet, everybody. 3, 2.
It's so much fun to hear these songs that everyone kind of like living with for a while. What's it like for you guys to still be playing these things? You guys are having fun when you're doing
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's
yeah.
great.
The
It's
fans
great
make
fun.
it wonderful.
Yeah, it's good fun just to play it, and especially when you've got a crowd. It's fantastic.
it. You guys still being in demand and so vital in so many ways. What's that like at this point in your career to have so many things going on? We'll talk about them specifically, but just to still be in such demand that people want to hear and see blah, blah, blah.
Astonishing. It's astonishing and an absolute privilege and an honour, actually, to be able to be asked to do a movie like the Marie Antoinette movie and have 3 songs. I Want Candy, Fools Rush In, and Aphrodisiac, the one we did for you guys today. I mean, it's just a real honour and privilege. We love it. We
And
love it. Yay.
It's a wonderful surprise. You know? And we're enjoying it. We're having good fun with it.
Nice that we're remembered
Talk
after all
about how that
these
all
years.
started, because it's an honor in lots of ways, because so much of this movie is kind of based on you specifically and what Sophia wanted to do based on what you were doing back then. So what was that like and how did that all start?
Well, my singing sucked on Fools Rush In the movie.
No.
But, because I was 14 when I did that song and I couldn't sing then. But obviously after all these years, having done other stuff since then, it's been an amazing, an amazing evolvement, both of everything that Leigh's accomplished as a producer, as well as being in the band all those years ago as a bass player, and me as the original lead singer, and doing all my other stuff as well. It's been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And the fans really make it special for us, I think.
Absolutely.
At the gigs.
Yeah, we've got great fans.
They're what matter most,
And being the inspiration for this movie in so many ways, for actually what Sophia wanted to do with this character, kind of what was that like, and what kind of conversations did you have with her as the movie started?
I was the inspiration for the movie. Wow, that's a big compliment.
I thought that was me.
Wow.
No, I think
Oh
it
my
was.
goodness. Well, I think if she took the inspiration from me, all I can say is there's a heck of a lot more you didn't know. Seriously. Seriously.
You guys have seen the finished film. What's it like?
It's brilliant.
It's
It's so
great.
well directed. It's so well.
Beautifully shot, wonderfully shot, and the juxtaposition of the older music in terms of today and the older, even older film subject matter, it looks wonderful, and the join really works for me anyway. Some people I think find it jarring. I didn't. I think it gives it a real fresh look. She has a real unique eye. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You guys, back when you were doing the videos and doing the album covers, it had kind of that same juxtaposition you're talking about.
Absolutely.
And at the time, that was fresh and exciting for audiences. You can kind of talk about how there is a similarity to what you were doing then.
Absolutely. It was our manager's idea. We have to give him credit, Malcolm McLaren. Cheers, Malc. To bring in that kind of classic look, and maybe a bit later than the actual Marie Antoinette period, maybe 100 years later, and give it that kind of romantic but hard look. Pirates, Déjeuner sur l'herbe, you know, the Impressionist movement, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit highfalutin. We kind of fitted it in there
Vivian
somewhere.
Westwood did the incredible clothes for us, of
Yeah,
course.
the Vivian Westwood clothes.
She designed some incredible stuff for us for stage. It was so nice. It really was.
And they were based on all periods, from the pirate, 16th, 17th, 18th century.
Very
Just a
colourful.
big jumble of
Very
stuff.
colourful.
And then Malcolm wanted to sort of mix that with the paintings, and we did these mock-ups of paintings and pictures. And it kind of fit in with our music. And the music, some of our songs are sort of pseudo-classical tracks. Not the ones you heard there, but some of them, you know.
Yeah.
Being part of all that right from the beginning, you were so young, Annabella. How much of that did you appreciate and kind of get involved in right from the start in terms of the clothing and everything you were just talking about?
It was a really amazing experience for me then, because I didn't actually know anything about singing or being in the music industry at the time. I just did what I felt was, you know, natural. And it was kind of like being thrown in the deep end, as I was told once by a very famous manager guy that managed us once. And it was a real fun experience, because a lot of the fans, when we were touring, made it so, you know, easy to do in a lot of ways, because they were looking for something new. And I think people were like trying to connect with a band that were as raw as we were at that time, because it was very unusual. There was a lot of kind of like, you know, electronic synthesizer music.
Yeah, so we avoided that. So it wouldn't date us.
We really didn't want to get into...
And it's just, you know, 3 people.
Still the
and
same
Annabella,
after all these years.
And we can still do it. We don't need a bank of... There's nothing wrong with electronic music, but we wanted to stand out. And Malcolm always said was, don't compete. We didn't want to compete with all those guys. We wanted to have our own sound and generate it organically.
Yeah.
And it's helped us now, because now we can generate it organically with just a guitar, bass and drums and Annabella.
It's a sound that stood the test of time, I believe.
Exactly.
Talk about the cross-section of fans you guys have now, from the original fans probably to young kids coming to the shows. How much fun is that for you guys?
We did a show recently in Utah, and it was in the middle of this huge field with loads of mountains around us. We had 8-year-olds.
And cows and horses.
And cows and horses. and cow dancing. But we had 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds, and they were just beautiful children.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in Children of the Corn, actually. But it was beautiful.
But basically,
really.
yeah, I mean, we're getting a generational fan base of people that came to see us in the 80s, listen to us later on throughout their lives, and then bring their kids to the shows. And it's great, and you're getting all these kids wanting to sign drumsticks and things and some stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not trying to, you know, we're not trying to prove anything. We're just doing what we love to do. You know,
and
and somehow
it shows when you guys are up there playing for us and we play other shows. Is that excitement with you every night when you're out there on stage?
Absolutely.
Yes. As I say, it's the audience that make it for me. Anyway.
I've been in, you know, quite a few bands, done lots of different this, that, and the other, and this is the only thing I've ever done that I really just 100% every night. You don't come off stage and go, was that a good gig? You come off stage and go, don't even have to think about it. That was a good gig. We loved it. Yeah. They loved it. And that's the only band I've ever been in that it feels like that. So that's why I want to do it now.
We're talking about this collection, the We Are the 80s collection specifically, for fans that want to go out and hear these songs. This is a new collection that you guys could put into words.
bowwow.org.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's on our MySpace site. You know, you've got to have the MySpace thing going on these days. And
we also did something for Cleopatra Records called...
I Started Something.
Yeah, by the...
I Couldn't Finish.
Smiths. A tribute album that they released. So you can also download that, apparently.
Yeah, we put a little section up on our MySpace. But talking about the Bow Wow We Are the 80s, that was a remastering that the record companies did of our original tracks, and we're very happy they involved us, you know, a little bit more than, you know. There's a lot of compilations out there that were on. We have no idea. They just grabbed the tracks everywhere. These guys actually took a bit of care, so we were happy for those guys to put it out.
Okay, if you can just do that again, just talk about the websites. People who are fans and want to learn more and buy your stuff, what websites can they go to?
We have several websites. We have bowwowwow.net.org, and we have our MySpace site, of course, myspace.com/bowwowwow. You'll find us there. And I think Annabella has her own site.
AnnabellaLwin.com and MySpace also.
And
Just getting it up right now, actually.
it's a good thing to have.
And Leigh Gorman's also got one, too.
Yeah, I've got one, but, you know.
We work in music, what can we say? We do everything and everything everywhere.
I've got a
All over the
LeighGorman.com, but it's mainly for, you know, I do commercials and the odd movie here and there.
Yeah.
People are going to see this and they want to go out and see you guys play. I know you have at least one big show coming up, a Halloween show. If you can talk about that and then other shows you have going on.
At the Greek Theatre, it's Devo, Flock of Seagulls, and When in Rome, and we're one of the bands also appearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come down.
Greek
Come
Theatre, Halloween,
Yay.
with Devo.
And Anaheim at the Grove in Anaheim too.
And then we're playing the Bill Graham
Civic
Civic Auditorium, San Francisco,
Yes.
with Devo.
That's going to be a cool gig because we're actually headlining those other two, Anaheim and Civic Auditorium. So.
Yeah. And we've done a couple of gigs with Devo, and they're really cool guys.
Really
and,
nice people.
And they have a great
I like
crowd.
their flower pot hats. They're really just incredible.
And
How much fun is it for you, speaking of their hats, to still be able to have fun and look great and dress up for a gig? Is it still kind of to get that same old vibe you had when you first started?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean it's fantastic. You know, it's like a lot of the stuff I've done in between over the years has been sitting behind a desk at a computer or a mixing desk. It's just not as much fun.
Fun to rock. Yeah.
No, it's much fun to put on leather trousers and look a bit stupid. You know, make funny faces and jump up and down.
Yeah.
The demand now, these kind of bills with Devo and a lot of these 80s bands doing so well again, and you guys just sounding as good as you ever did. You see this going on for years, and more and more shows, and perhaps recording new material in the coming year or two?
We have done some. Well, we did do just one recording recently of the Smiths track, and we're going to do some more. We're going to do maybe a little EP and put that out, and then just carry on seeing if we still enjoy it, and we seem to enjoy it. So
We do a song in our set by Nancy Sinatra, Boots Are Made for Walking. We haven't actually recorded that yet. We're sort of looking for someone to help us to record that and a record label to maybe help us get it out there. It'd be great. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And
we've got other songs that we're writing and stuff like that. And we're just going to try and have as much fun in the studio as we do on the stage.
yeah, it's all about that.
And mingling with the Hollywood world at tonight's premiere and being part of the soundtrack, did that lead to other kinds of fun film things going on?
Well, hopefully, yeah. You know, we're pretty easygoing. You know, we like to help out. If you've got a movie you want help on, we'll help you. You know, we ain't divas and all that stuff. You know, a lot of people make difficulties with licensing and all that because, you know, that's part of the business side of it. And
sometimes what people fail to realise is when you don't see or hear from an artist for a long time, it's not just because the artist is busy having a bath or drinking too much of sherry. It's usually because there's political stuff going on behind the scenes, like, you know, record label stuff or manager stuff, or maybe even artists integrated having stuff going on in that situation. So, you know, most of the time, you know, when you're writing, it takes a while to be able to feel comfortable enough to write and work with people that you connect with. And then from that flows all the good stuff. And those premieres and parties that you just mentioned.
Right.
That's right. And the songs on Marie Antoinette, they were remixed by Kevin Shields of My Bloody Valentine. And it was strange. We've seen the movie and we love it. But it was strange to hear them done in a different, because we've been hearing them the same way. But he did a really good job. But he kind of put a fresh look on it.
I think Kirsten Dunst rocks in that movie.
She looks fantastic.
She really, it's amazing the role she plays. Yeah.
We get an extra into which camera?
Okay.
Someone will direct you as to which camera they want us to do.
Whichever one you want us to do. This one?
This one?
Extra.
Okay, how do we do this?
1, 2, 3.
Extra, extra.
That was rubbish. You
Okay.
did good.
1, 2, 3.
Extra, extra. Is that all right? We'll do another one?
Extra, I go extra, extra.
Extra,
And
extra,
I'll do the harmony.
Here we go. 3, 2.
extra, extra. Is that a bit off?
Yay!
All right.
You rock.
Is that good?
Yeah, no, it's perfect. What you get? They want you to
Wing
do.
tune.
I want extra.
Okay, we knew they'd want that.
Of course.
No, they don't.
Just get a
Okay.
note.
He's gonna get a drink of water.
I want extra.
Perfect.
Dum, dum, da, dum.
I want extra. My
Well,
voice is
you could
louder.
sing lower, Lee. I could do the lead one.
I can't do it lower.
Don't.
Stomp 'em.
I was trying
Makes
to.
sense. 2, 3, 4.
I want extra.
One more time.
I can't do the harmony.
2.
I want extra.
Now we can have you on every night of the week.